welcome to another episode of Extinct Rix Originals. And for this very special episode of our Jurassic Rebirth series, this is the Distortus Rex or D-Rex of Jurassic World Rebirth. The closer look. Alright guys, so welcome to part 2 of Extinct Rix Lego Custom Jurassic World Rebirth Distortus Rex. And here, we're going to show you the full and complete custom of the Distortus Rex in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is guys, in all its glory, and see how it compares to the minifigures. We have here Laura Bennett and Duncan Kincaid, and I just can't find words to explain how I feel as I completed this figure. You can see that I put in a lot of work on this one, and for those of you who do not know what a Distortus Rex looks like, here is a reference photo on the side, and I tried my best to as much as possible make it really scary looking, even if it's a Lego figure. You can see how, or you can watch how I actually made this in the tutorial video in part 1 of this video, so check it out guys before you even move on and check the rest of this video. Alright, so for now, let's have the size comparisons for later, but for now, let us have a closer look. So this Distortus Rex here is one of my proudest creations, and I would say that I made several adjustments to it. This is not a really a simple build for me. It was quite challenging on most of the cases. There are several back and forths when I was actually creating the Distortus Rex, including changing the head, making changes to the arms, making changes to the legs, etc. So those are things that I have encountered, at least for this particular custom. But anyway, so moving towards the closer look on this one, you can see that it has this really tan coloration to it, sometimes beige. There are a lot of markings that you may have noticed here, such as dark brown. Actually, they're a mixture of brown, green, black, etc. But anyways, you can view that on the tutorial video, and I tried as much as possible to include as much detail as I can without overly designing the Lego figure at this point. But you can see here that I've actually managed to somehow recreate it in a much scarier form, I would say, compared to the figures or the toys that have been released for the Distortus Rex at the moment. So I think I did a really cool job at doing that. And you must probably see here that I have retained the quills on the back. They're quite short and just a few. I noticed that in the captives card art design, there is here's a photo of that one. There are actually quills on the on the Distortus Rex. It might not have been apparent in the movie because it's quite dark, but let's see later on, probably in the Blu-ray or DVD release, there would be making of the Distortus Rex, and maybe we can have a peek at how the 3D model was created or something like that. So yeah, so moving on with our closer look, you can see here that the face is quite gnarly. The teeth are gnarly as well. They interlock when you close it. I try to do that, and looking at it from the front, you can see that somehow the eyes peek through, and it has quite small eyes, which make it more more ominous than the usual dinosaurs that I make. It has this bulbous head to it, very much like that of a beluga whale, but look at that face. Does that look like a beluga whale to you? But anyway, so like I said, I tried to make it as scary as possible, and it scares me sometimes. Yeah, so open and close his mouth. It has a little bit of swivel on the neck because it's removable. We have here the small arms that is also articulated. The arms, the larger arms here, are also articulated from the shoulders, which is a ratchet joint, and also in the arms, which is which you can move back and forth like so. And then the wrist here would be a ball and socket joint, and there are individual joints for each of the two larger fingers. The claws are also removable as well. So, yep. As you may have noticed, the claws are very familiar. Maybe it came from the croc, from the Batman figure. Batman. Is it Batman or I forgot? Yeah, most probably Batman. And the head, of course, came from Rancor. The legs here would move back and forth like so. It has dew fingers or dew claws on the legs, which I added in. The tail here would move up and down, and you can also twist it like so, similar to how you also twist the end of the tail. It also has 2x3 studs here on the top of its body, and of course you can attach it to a base figure, or as a base plate I mean. And that's it for the closer look on our Distortus Rex. I hope you like it. We're going to move forward with size comparisons. And this is size comparisons. Alright guys, so we're going to do a really quick comparison, and we have here Duncan to compare with a human, and as you can see here, it's quite large. Let's now compare with other rebirth species that we've done so far or shown you here on the channel. First, this is Dolores, the Acolops. You can see that is quite small. We also have here a small one, which is the Dilophosaurus. There you go, a really small one as well. I also recreated the Velociraptor, although it had technically just a small, role in Jurassic World Rebirth. Here it is. There you go. And just for show, here's the Lego Velociraptor, the new one that was in one of the Rebirth sets. And here's my version of the Quetzalcoatlus. Again, look at the size difference. If you haven't watched the Quetzalcoatlus video, guys, please check it out. It's a cool custom of mine. Another would be the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus that Ibito Universe made. Actually, this is quite long. It's much longer than the D-Rex. However, the D-Rex is, definitely much taller. Comparing it even with the sail on this particular figure. Please check out that video. Also, we have the Spinosaurus that I made. Here is the swimming one. Please check out the video also of the Jurassic World Rebirth. Spinosaurus is actually a collaboration between myself, EB, Toy Universe, as well as two other members. And lastly, we have, of course, the quite large the Titanosaurus. complete stepped on its tail. There you go. So, of course, definitely the Titanosaurus is much larger than our Distortus Rex. And now we move on to the next portion of the video. This is Extinct Reyes Species Roll, and we have here all of the features that we've shown you here so far on this particular video. And Zora Bennett here is joining us to end up this particular video. So if you do have other suggestions of other species that you'd like to see here on Extinct Reyes, and please comment them down below. I do read them up, and if I feel that this is something that I can add up to my collection, then definitely you'll probably see it in one of these days. Alright, so let's start with our Extinct Reyes species roll call. Let's start from the smallest one. So this is Dolores, the Aclops, as you can see here. We also have here our Jurassic World Rebirth, the Dilophosaurus. I'm just putting it near so that you can see it more clearly. We also have here our Extinct Reyes Jurassic World Rebirth, the Velociraptor. There you go. We also have here our Extinct Reyes Jurassic World Rebirth, Quetzalcoatlus Custom, of course. We have here our two Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosauruses. First, this is the Ibitoy Universe Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus. I think this is the Sobek one. And that there on the back is my version of the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus. And I think that is called Hunter in some of the, fan sites. And of course, this is our Jurassic World Rebirth version of the Titanosaurus. And of course, to start the show here, this is our Jurassic World Rebirth Distortus Rex. And that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you happen to like this particular video, please give it, of course, a like, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to the channel. And as you can see here, I tried my best to really depict that scariness factor on the figure, even though it's just a Lego figure technically, but still wanted to create an impression that okay, the Distortus Rex is not just some beluga-like figure or beluga-like character in the movie, but rather a big scary mutant dinosaur that you may come to love and like. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next. Bye for now. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Ibitoy Universe, The Adventures of Moira and Asher, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing, guys. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, and bye! Bye!